Been single for years, getting pretty desperate, so I put on my best chucks and a dress shirt and head out to try my luck with the ladies and the general public. I walk into this bar, and as soon as I have a drink in hand, this girl's standing so close to me I can smell the crantini on her breath. Her flirt skills are level 99 and I got weak resistance. I'm fucking up punchlines, but she's chuckling, transparently insistent. Perfectly resplendent when she's bending over backwards, acting like her laughter ain't completely manufactured, but who knows what she's after. Pretenses getting shattered faster than glass platters when mad dads huck 'em at the plaster, so fuck it, I'ma ask her. I said, you putting on this fake face, you seeking something specific? She said, you, and put her left hand directly on my dick. I said, damn girl, slow down, why you moving so fast? I got some questions to ask, like the who, what, and why, man. She looked me straight in the eyes and said, I can't answer 'em, I don't know who I am. Then she kissed me hard on my lips and my pants practically exploded. So I took her home, and I swear the whole way back, I floated. I may embellish deeds, but that's just so it won't be boring. It may sound like fiction, but I guarantee it's a true story. I've been working on my diction and my mirror's reflection, but this tall tale's weird enough and it don't need any stretching. I may embellish deeds, but that's just so it won't be boring. It may sound like fiction, but I guarantee it's a true story. I've been working on my diction and my mirror's reflection, but this tall tale's weird enough and it don't need any stretching. I woke the next morning beside an angel-shaped imprint in my bed. I panicked and hopped up. She was in my kitchen making eggs. The light came in from the window behind her and wrapped her up in a blanket of warm sunshine. She would have stacked up against the great beauties of yesteryear, the future, or any time. Betty and Marilyn could barely compare. Audrey and Ingrid couldn't hold a candle to my gorgeous nameless random stranger. Clark and Bogey couldn't even handle her. This was the most monumentous perfect morning, nothing could fuck it up. She handed me my plate and said I'm married to a hateful son of a bitch, and he loves me as much as his guns. He knows I'm here, and we gotta run. Without hesitation, we dropped it all and hit the road. We put miles far behind us, but we could always feel him close. We tried to stay in motion, but stopped at a remote watering hole. We weren't inside for 5 minutes before we heard his truck approach. Without hesitation, we dropped it all and hit the road. We put miles far behind us, but we could always feel him close. We tried to stay in motion, but stopped at a remote watering hole. We weren't inside for 5 minutes before we heard his truck approach. He busted through the door, he was burly, he was strapping, and he was strapped as in packing a Colt 45 with a hammer fully back. He said with a surprisingly soft voice, so you're the boy toy, you're the one, the man who stole my girl, she was my world, she was my shining sun. I said, judging by the beard, you seem like a Leonard Skinner man. So like that song, give me 3 steps and I'll peel out in my van. You'll never see me again, draw up a contract if you have to and pass me the pen. I know it was cowardice, it was awful, the opposite of brave. But you try staring down the barrel of a gun big enough to blast caves into mountains. There was shouting so loud it was chaos, until the ruckus was stopped by the deafening pop of 2 shots. They rang out into the night like high noon church bells, and then quiet, followed by the clink of gravity's effect on 2 shells, then silence. I opened my eyelids, my ears were buzzing, legs ain't budging, covered in blood, I see her hovering above me. She's angelic, but it's a red halo, like it's been branded with the devil's logo. I'm not saying it was her plan the whole time, but I can see her old man's brains on the back wall, and I can tell I'm clearly dying. You thought you knew the plot, but I hit you with that twist, not Shyamalan, I be on that Sunset Boulevard shit. She was ready for her close-up, my obituary was already written. I felt myself slip away the same time as her hand did. And now as I'm taking my last breath, I feel the same sense of loss that her old man did. Now she's moved on, a lovely little lady living life with some new prick. Put some meat on her bones from her cheeks to her hips. Sometimes I catch myself speaking of her fondly, saying we used to be so happy and joyful, see? And my fellow ghosts say, fuck her, man, and I cover with, I meant like, the royal we. Yeah, that's definitely what I meant. The royal we. So maybe it was fiction, this whole story that I told, but I'm in purgatory now and all I can do is enjoy the show. Maybe it was all a metaphor, maybe it was all a dream. I'm just glad it's off my chest cause it's been literally killing me. It's been literally killing me.